kids, I hope you all are fine. Today we are going to start chapter. So read and enjoy.
Chapter 9 Winnie the Pooh. Read and enjoy. Winnie the Pooh lives at the memory lane in the Thousand Acres Wood. The first stop in the memory lane is the Piglet's house. Pooh and Piglets are best friends and next door neighbors too. Pooh likes to live next to Piglet. He loves to hear Piglet's voice in the morning and see his little pink shirt flapping on the clothesline. He likes the idea of going next door whenever he feels lonely. Above all, he loves the fact that his little neighbor has a big, generous heart which makes him willing to help everyone. One day, Pooh and Piglet decided to have a best friend sleepover night at Pooh's house. It was a cold winter night and a chilly wind blew outside. Pooh tucked his friend into a dresser drawer, which was just the right size for him. "Comfortable, Piglet?" asked Pooh. "Very much so, Pooh," said Piglet. "Thank you." Since it was a sleepover night, the two friends thought they needed to sleep over anything. Piglet was already sleeping over the other dressers. So it was Pooh who needed to decide where he should sleep over. He looked high and low, this way and that way, but he could not see anything more suitable than his own comfortable bed to sleep on. So he finally decided to do just that, sleep on his own bed. Once they both were comfortably tucked in, Pooh blew out the candle. "Good night, Pooh." "Good night, Piglet." As he lay in darkness, Piglet thought what a wonderful sleepover this was, and what a wonderful friend Pooh was. They had a lovely before bedtime snack, pulled on their pajamas and made a lovely bedtime story. It had been so much fun. But now, in the dark, Piglet's eyes were wide open. Piglet thought how much darker Pooh's bedroom was and wondered if it was always like this. "Pooh bear, Pooh bear," he called, but there was no answer. He realized that his friend was in deep slumber. He pulled the cover over his head, tossed and turned, shut his eyes tight, but still could not sleep. It was just then that he heard a peculiar sound. His eyes became wide open and his ears shot up, wide alert. At first, it sounded like the low rumbling of a bear. Then the noise grew louder and louder and louder. What could it be? Wondered Piglet. Maybe a heffalump? "Pooh! Oh dear!" Piglet shouted, jumping out of the drawer and running to Pooh's bedside. He shook Pooh as he shouted, "Wake up! Wake up! Oh please, Pooh!" Pooh drowsily got up, climbed out of the bed and lit a candle. He was surprised to see Piglet shivering under his covers. "What's the matter?" he asked. "It's that horrible noise, Pooh," said Piglet. "That's funny. It has stopped now that you have woken up. So we can go back to sleep again," said Pooh, yawning loudly. Piglet realized that he would not be able to sleep in Pooh's house, but he did not want to hurt Pooh's feeling. "Pooh bear, I don't mean to be a good best friend, but would you mind if we could have a sleepover night sometime later? I'm not used to sleeping anywhere except my own house," said Piglet timidly. "I understand, Piglet. We can have a sleepover anytime you like," said Pooh. Pooh then helped Piglet put all his things together. Hand in hand, the two friends walked across 100 Acres Wood to Piglet's house. "Home sweet home. I think you two wish to go to bed now," said Piglet. "Good idea, but I think I will rest for a while," said Pooh. By the time Piglet put his things away, he could hear a soft rumbling sound. Pooh was fast asleep in the big, cozy chair in the corner. But there, in his own house, the sound did not scare Piglet. It just sounded like a bear snoring. He put a pillow under Pooh's head and covered him with a warm blanket. Piglet then climbed into his own bed and fell fast asleep. So, they did have a wonderful best friends sleepover after all.
I hope you enjoyed this chapter. We will meet in the next chapter. Thank you so much.